What's up, martial artists? How you guys doing? I'm Jay from EZ Wing Chun. Today we're gonna talk about slow motion training. Why is it so important? How to utilize it? And I'm also gonna mention a few misconceptions about this type of training because slow motion training is such an amazing tool to enhance your fighting performance. Let's go! Slow motion training is very popular regardless of your martial art styles. You see it in boxing like slow sparring, pad work, or you see it in BJJ when they're rolling, when they isolate a certain locks, a certain attack and defense. You see it in Jizao in Wing Chun, Toisao in Tai Chi. So many applications. I just want to quickly mention though, it's not the direct applications to an actual fight because in an actual fight there's so many things involved. And speed is the major one. The slow motion drill is actually an isolated drills that makes speed irrelevant. So when speed is not relevant, you can work on sensitivities, you can work on body coordinations, a lot of things you can work on. However, let's say you're very good at slow motion drills. When a guy punches you with 100% speed and you don't have enough speed to compensate that, I don't care how amazing your sticking hand is, I don't care how many blocks you know, you still eat the punch in the face. And that's just the reality. So why do we train it slow? Because I just said that slow motion training does not directly relate to the actual fight. The thing is, when you train it slow, you could understand the guy's structure, you could understand the direction of pressure. It gives your brain a little bit more room to actually work on distinguish the differences. Because if the guy throwing you like a fastest punch that he could, you can never learn these things, right? Think of it this way. Okay, you go into the bar and then you drink, you're a little bit drunk, so by accident you spill the drink on the guy next to you, the guy get mad and now he wants to fight you. Do you think he gonna walk up to you and then, hey, fuckers, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you? Or he gonna like, Wing Chun, she's out, and then he gonna like roll with you. So when that happen, your body need to know right away which direction you go. That's why we do it so slow, because we want to understand the pressure. And if you look at simulations, like a scenario training, when the guy attack me and sure enough I touch his hand, I know the pressure right away so I can go forward. I don't stop, I don't, like freeze. Freezing is the worst thing you want to do in the street. Well, I mean, if your mind go blank, just like chain punch the shit out of the guy, right? Or just like freeze. And you're gonna be amazed how our body work when it comes to reactions time. If we anticipate something, so if something follow a certain path and then our body try to predict that, right? If it go well, then our responding time will increase. However, if it go off the trail a little bit, we will freeze like a computer, right? We don't know what the heck. So our brain actually have to like freeze it and reanalyze the whole situations. And that is when you don't want to. Especially when the guy beating the shit out of you, your brain won't be able to analyze anything. So that's why we have to train in slow motion, and gradually you want to cover every single thing that could happen in a scenario. One of that is the Jizao, because if you look at it, when you punch somebody, if the guy get hit, he got knocked back off, then you keep punching, right? Nothing happens. You don't even need all of your kung fu. You can just keep chain punch the guy and then you will win the fight. The problem happens when the guy be able to block. Let's say you make hand contact. That's where Jizao application is. As soon as you be able to feel the hand pressure toward you, now you have to program what the trapping hand technique you're about to do. And if you break down the trapping hand techniques, it's like, okay, I'm gonna back saw first and then I'm gonna left saw. It will come down to all of the basic hand techniques. And then if you go further, it's like a tree, right? So it's just branching out. So if you go further in the back saw, what I want to do is I want to push his elbow, cross his center line to his shoulders and just turn him away. If I got that perfect angle, then the guy will be off balance and he cannot attack me back. If you look at a fighting sequence, they're gonna be like this, like in the time orders, right? At any given time, there's a techniques that you have to do. There's a combo that you have to do, right? So you want to build it up like this. So you want to have the body coordination. You want everything lying down to the ground. You want the back saw with the right angle. That just at like 1 milliseconds. And then when you build it up enough, you want to link it to the next sequence. So after the back saw, I'm gonna withdraw this hand to improve my powers for the punch, right? So you link it up. So now it become a combo. It's not the individual techniques anymore. When it become a combo, then you link it up again. Make it like a loop, right? Like the whole idea of slow motion drill is to work on the slow motion things, to work on the small details, and that's why it's so important. You see it in everything. However, everybody want to train fast. They want to do the techniques in like this, and then go pop, 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 pop. So many things going on. It's flashy, it's cool. Everybody love it. But the actual thing is, you need to slow down for your brain to train it. Otherwise, the irony I always tell my student, or I always, give advice to like a beginner martial artist is like, the slower you train, the faster you become in an actual fight. Because now your brain got all of the data of like the slow things that could happen. So when it's fast, your brain have enough knowledge to work on it. But if you only train fast, you don't have the small detail to work on it. My bottom line is, don't get trapped by the speed, I guess, even though I'm a big fan of speed as well. But yeah, try to work on the small details, because that is your actual foundations. All of the flashy things, all of the cool things, right? From like Ip Man movie, when the guy going fast, it doesn't matter. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you do enjoy it, please hit the like and the subscribe button as a way to support my channel. Like I always said, knowledge is power. However, it cannot win the fight. Repetition is. So, make sure you train it hard and do it slowly. EZ Wing Chun, see you in the next episode. Cheers.